add on if I can see it, but I can't really see it on here. Can I flip it? I can. There we go. All right, now we're on to something. Yeah, so back to what I was talking about. We came here yesterday. I had about 2 hours sleep. Very, very tired. Sorry about this shaking of the camera. And excuse me. I'm just doing a live stream basically to test the system. As I said, we've got a cyclone coming over here. When we, sorry, cleaning the lens. Hang on, clean the lens. When we flew here, we didn't know about the cyclone, and we thought we're going to have some good, I'm going to try and do some good footage around the town, which I still will while it's quiet. And maybe I'll do a live stream and report to you guys what's going on with Townsville. The cyclone is going to be called Cyclone Koju I think it is, or Kojo? Koju I think it is, or Koji. Anyway, it's not a cyclone yet, but it's predicted to be a cyclone once it hits shore of Townsville and the surrounding areas of northern Queensland. And it's a bit scary, to be honest. Everybody's sandbagging, everybody's walking around getting ready for it. And a lot of people, I know a couple of people who work at the airport, told me that they're on high alert. And tonight is the time that the cyclone will hit, which today is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday today. So tonight's the cyclone's going to hit. And audio works. Thank you, Prayer is Life. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully it sounds great. I appreciate you watching. Oh my God, I've been so worried that the audio wasn't going to work. I've been working on it because I've got the camera on my microphone, and it's getting fairly windy out here. So there you go. Appreciate your feedback, and I know the chat works now, so that's even better. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm in Townsville, South Townsville at the moment, staying at the Bayview, I think it is, or I can't remember what it's called. It's really not a bad little apartment. I'm sharing it with family. We're just sharing the cost of it, so it doesn't cost so much, and it's just beautiful. I might even do a video of that. I do have my camera, I told you before, but I've got my camera here. I will be walking around town to have a look at what's here while it's still nice and calm. And also, the other thing I wanted to touch on was the fires in Victoria. When I left Victoria, it was fine. We didn't see much in fires. We left Melbourne, it was 42 degrees when we left. We've had 3 days of devastating heat, and it's been pretty phenomenal actually how hot it was over in Victoria. You guys who live in Victoria would know it. It's been pretty crazy, to be honest, and we were unaware of all this devastation that was happening when we flew out. Once we landed, we realised what was going on. It was pretty, I don't know if it's ignorant of me to not know. I didn't really, I don't watch local news, don't watch local TV. I just think there's too much advertising crap going on. Excuse me. So anyway, unfortunately, we've got devastating fires happening in Western Victoria. They're heading towards Melbourne area. There's some in Melbourne and some in Gippsland. And really pull my heart out to everybody out there who live there. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I've been lucky to get out of there not realising that it was happening anyway. But I am flying back in on Monday night. So 12 midnight I leave here, if all goes well, if the airport doesn't get closed down. All right, a few things going on. Reason why I'm actually going live, or trying this, I want to try and do more live streams and show you guys where I am live. Basically, I do have a members section that I want to share a bit more with. These guys are paying Where in the World is Pierre to have extra content and share, to share. And the idea is they get a bit of extra out of it because they're paying for it. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get the live stream working for that. And of course, when I do that, I'll be also sharing the video, excuse me, with you guys, edited probably. I don't know, I really haven't worked out what I'm going to do there. But I'm really focusing on my YouTube channel, Where in the World is Pierre. I have if you guys don't know, I have a simple home brew. I do home brew. And it's been a pretty successful channel for what it is. I've got nearly 7,000 subscribers on that one. And it runs, but it's kind of gone stale for me. You can only brew so much and show people how you're brewing. And I realised that, I need to change it up. I need to stop drinking, of course. I do drink a lot of alcohol. And I'm being honest with you. And I don't want that happening in my distant future, and it caused me issues later on. And I still love the hobby of brewing, so it's great doing that. But I've just taken a back step on that. Just going to do tasting videos while I do these out and about walks, and share that with them as to keep the channel running, basically, and let the people know I'm still around and I'm still going to brew. I'm not going to brew anywhere near as much. To be honest, all the kegs of beer I've ever made, I reckon 80% of it gets tipped out or recycled. So I don't drink it all. I can't. You just can't do it on your own. I have friends over every now and again that do tasting videos, and that seems to work really well on the day, and it's quite entertaining, quite good fun. But the channel is still going to run, but I want to work on this one where it's going to make me healthier. I'm 57 now. I really want to get out, share my experiences out there, and share it with you people who are watching. It's great. I've got such an audience running, and most of you are from my generation, and unfortunately my generation of, not everybody, but most of us have a problem with technology. So when I tell you guys to subscribe, a lot of the time I hear that you don't know how, or there's too much of a, what am I saying? It's too hard to do it. They think it's going to cost money, which it doesn't. When you subscribe to my channel, it's free of charge. And I don't know, if you want to support the channel, that's when it starts costing money, when you start going into my membership area, which is good for me because I can afford to start doing more and more outs and abouts. At the moment, I'm making probably $80 a month, which definitely doesn't cover anything really, only just a little bit of fuel. And cost of fuel is just shocking. But I'm not begging you to do that. I'm just here to share my experiences and show you what I'm doing, where I'm at, and how I live my life, I suppose. It's good to share, I think, and people get a good kick out of it too, I think, as well. Right, so I'll flip the camera and just talk a bit more. Here we go. I'm at a dock at the moment where all these boats are, and of course you guys know I'm working on boats, AE boats in particular. That's going to get started soon again. I haven't done any recording yet. I've got to do some work on the, what am I doing? Carburetor. So I need to get the carburetor kit put in there, and I've got a friend who's going to come and tune it for me. We'll get the motor going, and that will pretty much trigger my out on the boat, so I can actually go out on the boat from here on. Because everything else is running, I just need to get the motor idling, and that's coming up very soon. What else have I got? The boat is, of course, I've got to register it, which is another thing that's going to happen next week. So I'll probably talk to you guys about how I'm doing or going about doing that. So I'm also, pardon me again, sorry, I just woke up. I haven't had brekkie yet. Yeah, so I haven't gone through, what am I talking about here? Flinders Street. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. I haven't gone through the registration process yet, so that's coming up next week. I'm actually going to film myself doing it and film how I go about getting that boat registered and done. Flip camera. Hey, there we go. Trying to learn how to do this is hard. I'm using Streamlabs, which is a free streaming program, and they have a lot going on. I tried using this, I told you that, but the problem with it was there was a frequency interference, and it kept dropping out. So I ditched that, went back on I've got a Galaxy phone, Galaxy 7, no I haven't, I've got a Google Pixel 7, sorry, and it seems to be running really well. The battery power has only used 4% since I started, so I think this might be a way to go. Sounds like you need a coffee. Well, yeah, you're probably right. I love coffee. Thank you, Prayers in Life. Prayer is life, sorry mate. I'm going to quickly walk around here. So, what have we got? Unfortunately, I can't use this. I probably should be using it, but anyway, probably get a better quality. My wife is still in bed. Oh no, actually she got up when I left. She was going to come and walk with me, and she said, no, we've had a big day yesterday. I don't want to do that. You can probably see the sky is black. It's getting very dark. The approach, I guess, of the cyclone is meant to hit around about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. So I've still got a whole day where I can go out and film and show people what's going on. I've got people up here who are going to start looking at me going, who's this knob? But I don't care. Who cares, all right? Fix them back. Beth. Hopefully it starts streaming again. This is a problem. What's going on?